my name is Jacqueline Giuliano. Today I'm going to be going over a couple different products with you. First off, I am Mexican, so one of the products that I will be going over with you is a Mexican product. Growing up, both my parents, whenever they would cook any dishes for us, it definitely incorporated peppers, chilies, pretty much anything spicy. So it was something as a child that I absolutely loved, and to this day I absolutely love spicy foods. So whenever I make any dishes for my husband and myself, or for just him or me, I definitely like to incorporate spicy foods, chilies, peppers. So it's something I absolutely love. So when I was trying to decide on what product I wanted to use for this assignment, I knew I wanted it to be a hot sauce. So the hot sauce that I chose is one that is fairly popular. I see it in restaurants. I see it in a lot of grocery stores that I shop at. So the one that I chose is the Cholula hot sauce. This is one that I use pretty much every day on almost every single one of my meals. So I have one here at home, and I also have one at work because I just use it so much, and I love it. It's really, really good. So when I was trying to decide on what product that I wanted to choose to compare it to this, I knew that I wanted it to be something similar to this, kind of like a dipping sauce that I have, or something that I just put in my soup or my eggs. So I wanted it to be something similar to this. I went to the grocery store about a week ago, and I went to Meijer. At Meijer, they do have a section that is kind of dedicated to ethnic products. They have a section with Mexican food, Asian, Mediterranean, Indian. So I had quite a bit of a selection. I will say they didn't have a lot of hot sauces, but they did have a lot of like spicy ones too, but it was more that you had incorporated into like chicken or stir fry or pasta, and I was kind of looking for something more of like a dipping sauce. So the one that I did find was a chili garlic sauce. So this one is Vietnamese, and this one was a little bit different than the Cholula one, but it was the most similar one that I did find. So on the packaging for the Cholula hot sauce, on here it does say that it's imported from Mexico. It is the original brand. So up until a couple years ago, I noticed that the Cholula hot sauce, it did have different flavors. So there's the original one, there's the lime, garlic, and also a chipotle one. The original one is my absolute favorite. It is absolutely delicious. So on here it says made in Mexico, and then it's imported from Mexico as well, but then it also says on here that their factory is in Jersey City, New Jersey. And it has the nutritional facts on the back. It doesn't really give a description on it. For the chili garlic sauce, this one is from Hu Fong Foods, and this one's out of Irwindale, California. And this one has the nutritional facts on it as well, and this one does have a little description on it. It says, great for stir fry or ready to use with any food, spice up your pasta, meat, sauces, or even pizza. I will say on the description, that's the one thing that did sell me, was that it said that you could eat it with pizza, because I do eat my Cholula hot sauce with pizza. So I was like, well, I'll get this one because I'll be able to eat it with pizza, see if I like it. Haven't tried it yet. So I did want a little bit more of a description on each one of them. So I did go on each website to see what it said. So for Cholula hot sauce, the description was, Cholula hot sauce original is all about flavor, fire, and fun. More than any other hot sauce, Cholula delicious blends of pico peppers, chile árbol, and signature spices enhance food flavors without overpowering them. It's a combination that has defined Cholula as a flavorful fire. Cholula makes your enjoyment of eggs, omelets, soups, pizza, dip, appetizer, drinks, virtually all your favorite foods. A more festive experience you will want to share with others. So that was a description for Cholula hot sauce. For chili garlic, the description is, chili garlic is a tempting blend of coarsely ground chilies and garlic. The delicious flavor of the sauce complement everything from a cracker to poultry to soup. It has a full-bodied flavor that will make your mouth water. So it'll be interesting to try this one. One thing that I did mention earlier is, in my culture, a lot of the Mexican food that we have a lot of herbs and spices. So I was curious to know if the Vietnamese culture also has that. So I did go online as well to see what they use in a lot of the foods that they have. So there was a couple things that we don't use in the Mexican culture, but a couple things that did stand out to me is that they do use chili, they use a lot of fresh herbs, lime, and cilantro. So those are some ingredients that we do incorporate a lot in our dishes that we have. So going back to the packaging, They both do have a screw on top. The screw on top on the Cholula is made of wood, and it also is in a glass bottle. So on here, I noticed that the substance inside and the texture is it's a lot more watery than this one. So I did notice when looking closely that you could see a lot of the herbs and the spices inside of it, but it is very watery. For the chili garlic sauce, this one is a lot chunkier. So when you look closely, you do see chunks of chili in there. And then they also have a lot of little tiny pieces of the chili pepper seeds inside. So when I saw that, I instantly thought, okay, I'm pretty sure this is going to be pretty spicy. So I'm going to open them both now. So I will say, as I had mentioned, I do use this hot sauce quite a bit. Whenever I open it, I can't really smell it until I put it on my food. I will say when I open this, you could smell it right away. It has a very, very strong smell. So the smell to this one is very strong. It does have kind of like a sweet, tangy smell to it, but I feel like if you smelled it for quite a while, it would definitely burn your nose, so I wouldn't recommend that. The Cholula sauce, you could also smell the spices in it. You could smell a little bit of garlic. It smells very good. So as far as the taste of both of these, I'm going to put a little bit here on my plate. This one is a little bit easier to put on the plate as far as putting it on food because it has a smaller top to it. I wouldn't recommend doing it on this one because this one has a little bit more of a bigger opening. So you would most likely pour a little too much on this one, so I would recommend a spoon. So I'm going to put a little bit on here. So as far as the taste to each one of them, the Cholula hot sauce, I'll try, even though I know how it tastes, I will try a little bit. So this one is spicy. I could taste a lot of the herbs and the spices in it, and it's just really good. You can taste a lot of garlic, so it's very, very good. So for the chili hot sauce, this one is definitely a lot spicier than that one. It is very good though. So this one does have like a sweet, tangy taste to it. And it is very, very, very good actually. Yeah, it actually is like a really good aftertaste to it. So yeah, both of them. I will say that as far as the spiciness, like I mentioned, this one is a lot spicier. But I will say, I'm glad I chose this one because I feel like this one's a lot more comparable to this hot sauce right here than any of the other products that I did see. So if you guys have any questions about any of these hot sauces or anything that I mentioned in this video, please ask me in the discussion board. Thank you so much.